What's up, guys? It's your boy Stephen Wolf. I'm here with my modded EVH 5150 Iconic. If you're like me, you might have been pretty disappointed with how stiff and unsaturated, well, both the crunch channel and how overcompressed and bassy the red channel might be, and also how unusable the burn channel is on these amps, which a lot of people glance over in their reviews. It's kind of a disservice to us all. Anyway, Anthony over at AMM came up with a solution for this, and he modded mine. I believe it's the first EVH that's ever been modded, the Iconic series anyway. And he basically turned this thing into a slaying beast. And we're going to go through some tones really quick here. So anyway, I'm going to put it on the crunch channel really quick here and show you kind of the difference in what it was and what it is. So this is it with no boost. Much nicer. It's got a ton of saturation, and it's just the gain structure is so much more smoothed out and less harsh and solid statey. There's a lot more solid state parts in here than they let on, and that's with the gain at like 4.5, next to no gain. And I mean, if you had this unmodded, you know that that's not going to get you there without a boost, and it's already kind of there. So anyway, this is it with a boost. So it's a night and day change in the tone. It's actually usable now. I was gonna send this thing back. It's definitely worth checking out. Just smooth, usable gain. Let's kick it over to the red channel. You've got this amp, you know that's a night and day difference too. He even changed the LEDs from, I don't remember, I think they were green and blue or something like that before. Or, now the crunch channel is white, and the red channel is a blue LED, which is kind of a cool switch up. It's interesting though, I really find myself using this red channel more for rhythms and using the crunch channel more for, you know, lead runs and everything else, because just the way that it's tamed now, it's just perfect for that. I mean, you can use it for death metal or whatever else. I mean, I'm only on gain 5 right now, and it's and that's no boost. Burn is on. Kick the burn off. Usable like that. You can boost it. It doesn't really need it, but as you can see, doesn't really need it, but you can do it if you want to. This is with the burn on and a boost. Completely ridiculous. But like I said, it doesn't need a boost. Honestly, I'm using the Direwolf pedal. It's almost too much for it. You get to that point, it's almost HM2 style. That's kind of nice too. It'll do that for you. Anyway, let's turn some knobs. We'll go back over to the crunch channel. Dial up some gain. Full saturated. But, you know, that does sound pretty damn nice. Let's max out that gain. Really just makes the pitch harmonics jump off. It is a little more saturated than what I would normally use, but I'm kind of old school. Lots of sustain. And let's kick it back down to 5. Kick it over the red. Now red, let's bring that gain down quite a bit. Still very easily. Actually, with the red now, you can basically, this is gain off. That's how, you barely have to dial it. That's on 1, a little past 1. Already giving you a really, really tight response. Really good note separation. That's with no boost on. Let's turn the burn off. Crank the gain. Now back before this was modded, that amount of gain we're on like 8 was unusable on this amp. It would just mud out, no clarity. But you still get, and this is no boost on, you still get perfect clarity, perfect punch. It's pretty ideal. He took this from what it was to what it should have been. So that's no burn switch. Let's turn the overdrive on. So that's boosted and at 8 on the gain. Impossible to do this with the stock version. So really, really cool mod. He also did a little bit of work on the resonance knob. It was really jumpy before, kind of like almost unusable. It just kind of, you get it up to just before noon and it was overwhelming already. I'm going to scroll through that knob real quick with just some chugs and let you guys hear what he did. So right now we're on like 4.5. 10 in and out. Picking it up. We're only on 4. 5. Little past 6. All the way to 10. So now the sweep's usable the whole way through, and that's a big plus. The presence knob, it's quite smoothed out now too. It was very spiky before. You still get that 5150 boost if you go past 8. But here, I'll sweep it. So we'll go all the way down. That's about 4. Then right at about 5 it comes alive. 6, 7, and that's right in between 7 and 8. So, you know, if you play black metal, you're probably right up your alley there. Still get your string clarity. And that's with a ton of gain and overdrive, the whole 9 yards, and the presence cranked up. I like it more probably right around there. Anyway, this amp can do a lot now. I believe he's got the mods broken up into kind of like sections. So if you just want to mod one channel, you can do that. If you want to mod all of them, you can do that as well. If you want specific stuff done, there's a mod for that too. So it's kind of like almost like a sliding scale thing. Like, you know, you just tell him which one you want to do. He's got the price breakdowns for you. It's well worth it. If you're already got one of these amps, and I hate to use these words, but you're already stuck with it, meaning you've already paid for it or financed it or whatever, and you're not happy with it, which I don't think a lot of people are, and I don't think they're willing to admit it. They just want to kind of buy into what the other YouTube guys are saying, but you're not going to get bullshit on my channel. This thing sucked stock. It was barely usable, and if you're coming from solid state, you might think this was good, but if you're a tube guy, or even a modeler guy, you'll know that the saturation was just choked out on this thing. You can send this thing to Anthony over at AMM, and you're going to get back what you actually want and salvage a usable tube amp. The other thing is that you can get these. This is the combo, and you can get these for like $500, $400, especially if it's a local sale. You could even get the heads off of Reverb for like $600, and you go and send this thing in for the mods, and for well under $1,000, you have an amp that punches way above what a $1,000 amp should, and you're getting more value than that out of it. So it's kind of a no-brainer, and he's the only guy that's got the schematic figured out to actually do this kind of stuff. So if you've got one of these amps, or you're thinking about getting one, understand this is something that you're going to want to do, and it's going to give you the tone that you want. So anyway, I hope this helped out. You guys have a good day, and keep it metal.